I am Dr. Jessie John, Assistant Professor, Department of Anatomy, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. And today we are discussing anatomy of the eye. हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया नमस्ते. And we are discussing today the anatomy of the eye, and we have discussed some part of the anatomy of the eye earlier. Now we will discuss the rest of the parts. We have discussed the cornea, choroid, and discussed the ciliary body, and iris and pupil. Now we will discuss the retina. Retina, this is the nervous cord where retina is present, and retina consists of an outer pigmented layer and inner nervous layer. Outer surface in contact with the choroid and its inner surface in contact with the vitreous body. The posterior three-fourths of the retina is the receptor organ, and its anterior edge forms a wavy ring that is called ora serrata, and the nervous tissues end here. The anterior part of the retina is non-receptive and consists merely of pigmented cells, which with a deeper layer of the columnar epithelium. Anterior part of the retina covers the ciliary processes and back of the iris. At the center of the posterior part of the retina is oval shape and in yellowish color that is called macula lutea, which is area of the retina for the most distinct vision. It has a central depression that is called fovea centralis. So this is all about the retina, and what is the attachment we have discussed in here. Now this is a picture of the retina. You can see more clearly here. What is the macula lutea and fovea centralis, you can see here, and you can see the optic disc, and you can see the central artery and the veins of the retina. This is the superior and inferior view, and where you can see all the structure that is present inside the retina. Now we will see the chambers of the eye. The inside of the eye is divided into three sections that is called chamber. And these chambers are the anterior chamber, posterior chamber and vitreous chamber. First we will discuss the anterior chamber. Anterior chamber, that is the front part of the eye between the cornea and the iris, and the posterior chamber that is situated between the iris and the lens, and the vitreous chamber that is situated between the lens and back of the eye. So in this picture, you can see the vitreous chamber and anterior and posterior chamber. Now we will see the contents of the eyeball. Contents of the eyeball consist of the refractive media that is called aqueous humor, vitreous body and the lens. Aqueous humor is a clear fluid that fills the anterior and posterior chamber of the eyeball, and it is a secretion from the ciliary processes and from which it enters the posterior chamber. It then flows into the anterior chamber through the pupil and drain away through the spaces at the iridocorneal angle into the canal of the sclemen. So this is the canal of sclemen. You can see here is the way of the drainage of the secretion. Now we will see the functions of the aqueous humor, and these are the function. First, it supports the wall of the eyeball by exerting internal pressure and maintaining its optical shape. It nourishes the cornea and the lens and removes the products of the metabolism. And these functions are very important because the cornea and lens do not possess a blood supply. So this is the very necessary for the nourishment and all the waste products, excretion of all the waste products. Obstruction to the drainage of the aqueous humor, and then what will happen here? It will there will be rise in intraocular pressure that is called glaucoma, which produce degenerative changes in the retina, with consequent blindness. Now we will see vitreous body. It fills the eyeball behind the lens and it is a transparent gel-like structure, and the hyoid canal is a narrow channel that runs through the vitreous body from the optic disc to the posterior surface of the lens, and the fetus it is filled by the hyaloid artery which disappears before the birth. The function of the vitreous body is to contribute slightly to the magnifying power of the eye, and it supports the posterior surface of the lens and assists in holding the neural part of the retina against the pigmented part of the retina. Now we will see the lens. It is a transparent biconvex structure that is enclosed in a transparent capsule, and it is situated behind the iris and in front of the vitreous body, and it is encircled by the ciliary process. Now we see the structures that consist of the lens. These are elastic capsule which envelops the other structures, and cuboidal epithelium which is confined to anterior surface of the lens, and the lens fiber which make up the bulk of the lens. Equatorial region or the circumference of the lens is attached to the ciliary processes of the ciliary body by the suspensory ligament. The pull of the radiating fibers of the suspensory ligament tends to keep the elastic lens flattened so that the eye can be focused on distant objects. So you can see the vitreous body. Now there are assessment questions, and you have to assess yourself by giving the answer of these questions. These are first is what is the structures of the eyeball. So you have to explain the all the structures that consist of the eyeball. You have to explain here. And the next is the anatomy of the lens. You will explain here with a drawing a diagram. That's all about the anatomy of the eye. Thank you.